the contents of the 13th June 2020 issue of the Economic and Political Weekly today. I'm Leena Matthias, Executive Editor. The first editorial is titled A Dilemma for the Government. It says that what is required at this stage, if we seriously want to address the twin crises in the health and economy sectors, is taking a balanced position that treats both the crises equally and develops measures to address both simultaneously. The second editorial is titled Neighbors at Strife. It looks at the dispute between India and Nepal and says that both countries should resolve this border dispute through diplomacy and negotiations. Our editor, Professor Gopal Guru's column from the editor's desk is this time titled Subterranean Politics of Generosity. It says that unusual circumstances have created the background condition for philanthropic activism at this time. It goes on to say, we still need to sort out basically two important questions. First, is it possible to disentangle an act of generosity from politics? Or does philanthropic activism operate at the subterranean level? Second, how effectively and adequately philanthropic activism can address the question of workers' dignity? These are the two questions it deals with. The H.T. Parekh Finance column this time is titled How to Reopen the Economy in the Midst of COVID-19. In the commentaries we have, I'm reading out the titles, Challenges in the Midst of the COVID-19 Pandemic. This is in reference to the state of Kerala. The second commentary is titled Parliaments in the Time of the Pandemic. It says that democratic accountability demands that the executive decisions and actions during the pandemic need to be subjected to legislative scrutiny. It then takes a cue from parliaments worldwide that are functioning during the pandemic, and it looks at the modalities that need to be devised to ensure the functioning of parliamentary institutions. The next commentary is titled COVID-19 and Infectious Misinformation. The next, Marginalized Migrants and Bihar as an Area of Origin. The following commentary, Economic Implications of a Novel Disease Outbreak, Understanding its Genesis. And the last commentary is titled Encroachments on the Water Bodies in Tamil Nadu. This time, instead of two book reviews, we have one review article, and that is based on the book Who is Bharat Mata? On History, Culture and the Idea of India. The Perspectives article this time is titled Measuring Access, Quality and Relevance in Higher Education. The authors are proposing what they call an eligible enrollment ratio, which is, they say, a more judicious measure to rate the access to higher education, as it focuses on eligibility and optimizes the precision of the indicator. In special articles, we have divergent responses to the Forest Rights Act in Nagarhole, disenchantment and assertion. Impact, the next special article is titled Impact of the Negative Interest Rate Policy on Emerging Asian Markets and Empirical Investigation. In the postscript section, fortnightly postscript section, Uh, we normally carry 3 articles in this section along with a cartoon. The first article is titled Indian Global Cinema and the People's History. Is contemporary Indian cinema doing the job of recording the people's history of our times? Asks the author. The second article is titled Reading a Journal of the Plague Year During the Lockdown. This basically deals with the power of fiction and its ability to tell the timeless truths of life. The author is looking at Daniel Defoe's A Journal of the Plague Year, which describes the horrors of the Great Plague of London in 1665. The third article is titled Fish for an Island. Studying how major climatic events are affecting the ecology of coral reef systems, a marine biologist reflects on what this means for communities whose lives are intertwined with the ecology. So do read the 13th June issue. Thank you.